Hi, do you want to upgrade your factory to international standards and attract more clients? Are you finding it difficult to keep up with different buyer audits? Presenting BSC Monitoring's Facscom, an effective social compliance assistance service that will remind you about compliance tasks, correspond with auditors, and generate compliance insights. Let's show you how. 15 years ago, export business was about price, quality, and delivery. Today, things have changed. Your buyers conduct a third-party audit every year to verify that you are socially compliant. That is, ensure health, safety, and rights of your workers. The factory pays the audit costs and receives a list of non-compliances or NCs to be corrected. Every audit has a unique application form, audit standard, NC communication process, etc. Complicated NCs require coordination of multiple departments and could take several months. As you can see, the process even for a single audit is complex. Factories with multiple buyers have multiple audits, hundreds of NCs, lakhs of audit costs, and yet face numerous challenges. Buyers complain that factories don't communicate well and are non-compliant even after several years. Compliance teams complain of audit fatigue from facing too many audits. Top management spends lakhs of money on audits and compliance team salaries, but don't have insights into audits to take strategic decisions and maintain good buyer relationships. Facscom helps you solve all these problems. Facscom acts as a bridge between the three important teams: factory top management, buyer audit team, and factory compliance team. Our buyer audit services cover brand proprietary audits as well as certifications and include pre-audit preparation, filling application form, attending closing meetings, and NC support. Our services for compliance teams are intended to promptly remind and guide them to face audits and close NCs on time. These include video call support, email and SMS reminders, compliance calendars, and compliance reports. For top management, we generate comprehensive reports, insight, and industry overviews to stay updated of factory compliance levels and buyers' trends. Let us consider an example. Raj is the compliance manager in an apparel factory. A recent audit revealed an NC that the factory's license has expired. The buyer asks for a correction timeline, root cause explanation, and a person responsible to prevent the NC from recurring. Raj simply responds that he will renew the license shortly and reaches out to the relevant government office, which could take weeks or even months. Meanwhile, the buyer reaches out multiple times to the factory asking for an update. Raj, who has to attend to several other audits and on-ground compliance tasks, waits for the renewal and informs the buyer that the renewal is in progress. Finally, after many months, Raj updates that the license has been renewed and moves on to other tasks. However, the buyer is not satisfied with the factory's handling of the NC and doubts that the same might recur. Things would be handled differently by Facscom. First, we connect with Raj once a fortnight on a video call to check in on progress of all the audit NCs for every audit. Next, whether or not asked for it, we update every buyer about every open NC with description, photo evidence, and an updated correction timeline in their preferred format. Thus, Raj, who usually corresponds with tens of buyers about hundreds of NCs using multiple communication formats, now has to only spend 2 to 3 hours every month talking to Facscom. The buyer too would be happy with the proactive and professional handling of the NC correction. Raj's workload is reduced several-fold and can now focus on other works. Finally, important compliance dates such as license validity periods, NC correction timelines, etc. would be fed into your customized compliance calendar so that the reminders would be sent to Raj as well as the factory top management about every NC weeks in advance. In this example, Raj would have been reminded about license renewal well in advance. With over 10 years of working with third-party audit agencies, brands, labels, and consultancies around the world, we help you meet your buyers' expectations. Unlike consultants who visit the factory days before the audit to prepare documentation, Facscom guides and trains your compliance team year-round to do their jobs better. Unlike other compliance softwares, all our work is done via your dedicated email and Google Drive. This means that you do not have to install yet another new software to your factory systems and yet refer back to any information or transaction anytime. Facscom is available on monthly subscription. This means no large subscription bill or annual commitment. If you do not want our services, you can unsubscribe from the next month. Finally, we believe that the trust is important in business and hence ensure to visit every client factory once a year. Contact us today. Facscom, your factory, our social compliance.